Greetings folks, Crimson Fury here. Welcome to my channel. I hope y'all had an amazing holiday with your family and friends. Welcome to 2022. May we all be blessed with good health, happiness, and prosperity. Hey folks, could you do me a favor and be sure to, smack that subscribe button, tickle that bell, and leave all the comments down below. All those interactions and sharing the video and all that really helps with YouTube algorithm, and would help us to grow this channel quite a bit, and I would really appreciate it. So folks, we are here, we're close to Sambors. We are going to finish up, or well, do this next section of the Sambor quest. Sambor wanted to speak with us, remember, is what Unigas told us. So let's grab these couple of mushrooms there, and we're gonna get talking to Sambor. Sambor is eating a pear. Okay. What took you so long? Hello, I heard that you were looking for me. You need to kill it. Whoa, easy. What are you talking about? That blasted owl, of course. Can't you hear it? Sure, it's called wildlife. You practically live in the forest. How is that new to you? Don't try to make an old fool out of me now, boy. This is insane. This bloody owl is making me insane. Try to calm down and describe the problem to me if you want my help. I can't sleep because of that damned bird. It hoots and hoots and hoots. I want it dead. Why can't you deal with it yourself? I don't hunt anymore. Are you serious? You literally live in a hunter's lodge. I didn't build this place. The hunter died a while ago and I just took it. I like it. At least I did before this bloody owl showed up. And if you don't mind me asking, I do mind you asking. Do you buy your meat now? I don't see you keeping any animals. Listen to me, you little brat. I don't have to explain myself to you, not now and not ever. But if it will make you shut up, no, I don't buy any meat. Lately, I tend to eat mostly vegetables and grains. That's exactly what my food eats. Damn, you're so annoying. During my life, I did some things. Bad things. Things that shouldn't be done. Not by me, not by anyone. It changed when I met your uncle. He helped me atone, at least in some ways. So when our ways parted, I made a promise to myself. No more violence. No more blood on my hands. But if you keep getting on my nerves, I may just revoke my promise. Do you want that? Excuse me, dear sir. I have an owl to hunt. Oh, Sambor cracks me up. Go away, I'm working. What are you doing here? It's none of your business. Oh, I believe it is. You're the damned owl, aren't you? No idea what you're talking about, mate. I'd leave if I were you. Do you even know what you're doing? Yeah, earning the easiest coins in my life. That's all that matters to me. Oh, really? Well, I've just been sent to kill this noisy owl. Are you trying to threaten me? Be very careful of your next words. Not at all. It's not me you should be afraid of, but my employer. Yeah, and who's that supposed to be? Sambor. Well, I don't know any Wait. Did you say Sambor? That's right. Listen, man, I don't want any trouble. I was just hired to come in here from time to time and pretend to be an owl. I had no idea I was crossing your boss. I'll leave and never come back. Please, just let me be. Relax. Just tell me who hired you and be on your way. It was Wolrad. He lives in a place called Tutki. That's all I know, I swear. I believe you, and I hope I won't regret that, because if I do, you won't. That's the truth, and I'll never come back here again. All right, then. You go now. Oh, that is too rich. Oh, for crying out loud. And I took care of your owl. Is it dead? No, but he's gone and won't be back. I know what it will I know that it will sound mental, but that wasn't really an owl. It was a man hired to pretend to be one. What are you talking about? It's absurd. Believe me, I know. He was supposedly hired by a man called Wolrad. Do you know him? That son of a bitch. He really got me. So you do. Of course I know him. He was one of us, the Undying Fist. Was he really? The owl said he lives in a place called Tutki. Yes, it's not far from here. He lives there with his family, selling donkeys. I guess that fits because he was always an ass. I would love to meet him, and you will, because you will deliver a partial to him for me. Let me guess, another knuckle sandwich? Oh no, this time it's a real gift. And what's that? A special surprise. But you need to come back later. I need some time to prepare it. Actually, come back tomorrow. I'll make it grander. All right. See you tomorrow. All right, folks. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to grab all this clay over here, and I will see you when we're done with that. All right, we collected all of the sand, or sorry, clay, not sand. Let's see. Let's go ahead and ask him about these. I found this strange figurine lying in the clay. Couple of them, actually. Oh, wait. He says, I moved here to enjoy solitude, you know. I've found this strange figurine lying in the clay. Couple of them, actually. Who allowed you to take it? It's none of your business. I had to. Such fine art should not be covered in mud. You really think so? Tambor, it's honestly good work. Why would you throw it away? It's stupid. It's not. You should be proud of it. I certainly would. I was. I even tried to make a living out of it. What happened? In the whole valley, there's really only one person that deals with artwork and ornaments of different sorts. Getting to work with her sets you really nicely in the business, but without her, you're nobody. And the main problem is that she's a complete and utter Sambor, bloodsucker. All she cares about is money. I tried to cut some deal with her, but I had better luck negotiating with murderous degenerates. So the only thing those carvings are good for now is lying in the mud. Maybe I could speak to her. Ha! Be my guest. Her name is Vanina. She lives in Denica. I'll try to talk some sense into her. Here, grab 20 more figurines if you feel lucky. I have tons of them. Don't lose hope, Sambor. I'll see what I can do. Alrighty, so now we need to go all the way here to Gustovia because we need to talk to Alan. So, I will see you when we get there, folks. Alrighty, folks, we got, right here on the map, after leaving Sambors here, we got here on our way to Gustovia. There's a broken section of fencing here, and there's a cart down here. Without thinking, I came down to see if there was anything here, because the last time I came this way, there wasn't. And I accidentally picked up a water skin that was laying right about here. Here is a bronze sickle. We got us a felt hat there. And the mead right there. And that looks to be all. So, felt hat, bottle of mead, water skin, and a sickle. So that's not too bad, honestly. It's pretty good find. And an easy, very, very easy to locate one, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, it's easy to find this broken area here in the fence if you go from Gustovia towards Sambor's house. Okay. Pick up all this crud laying here, because it's useful crud to us. Now, just remember, if you do come this way, use your sweeping motion. Make sure you have yourself a decent weapon at the ready, because this is wolf area, folks, especially if it's later in the day. And like I said, if you come from Gustovia and you come down this way, cross over here, and come straight up this way towards Sambors, you are going to find it very, very easily on your map. So, folks, we are heading to Gustovia. I will see you when we get there, or if something else comes up. And something else has come up. We are now here on the map. And looky. We got us a log. 3 logs laying here. A bottle of mead. A stone axe. Wonder if that's the person that lost the cart, and if it's why they lost the cart. But, you know, works for us. See you back at Gustovia. Alright, folks, we are here in Gustovia. People are heading to work for the day. So, we need Alan. Oh, here he comes. We'll let him come out here so we're not right up by them animals. Yes, he's gonna come on out here, that is. Alan, where are you going? Hi! Oh, I can see some fire in those eyes. What are you thinking about so intensely? You're not mistaken. I plan to build an archery target. Do you want to help? Sure. Do I have a choice? I will ignore this question. I can get a straw without any problems, but we could also use some logs and a hammer to build it. You don't need to say anything else. I'll be back with the rest.
How's life treating you?
Okay, so we have to deliver to Alan.
How can I help you? Goodbye.
What's the dealio here? Deliver to Alan. 5 logs. Oh, and a wooden hammer, which we don't have, but we can make it. No problem. Here we go. Hi. Here you go. What's next? I know a good place to build it. Follow me. Lead the way. get it with him. Come on, dude. He moves so slow, like he's got all year. I got things to do, kiddo. Come on, Alan. Move it or lose it, buddy. Move it or lose it. So while we're waiting for him, my fiance and I, he streamed, we're both members of the Zocker stream team on Twitch. He streamed from 11 to like 3:30-ish. I started streaming at 3 and streamed until about 6:30. And then we had dinner. We got some ribs and fully loaded baked potatoes and salad from Texas Roadhouse for our New Year's Eve dinner. And then we went across the street because the son got off work from Texas Roadhouse at 10. We went across the street to celebrate New Year's with our son and the son that adopted us, and his name's Cat, and well, his nickname's Cat, and Cat's girlfriend. And yeah, I was drinking a little bit. I didn't have a lot to drink. I had what I had was mocha coffee with a little bit of peppermint schnapps poured in it in the first one. The second one had a little bit of peppermint schnapps poured in it, and then some rum chata. What's it called? Frappuccata? Something like that. Because I wanted the peppermint bark rum chata, but we couldn't find it. They were out of it. So yeah, had a little bit of that. Don't drink if you're not over 21, folks, or whatever's legal in your area. And if you do, and I know people drink before they're 20, before their legal age. I did it. My kids did it. My siblings did. Everybody I know did it. Just remember the very important thing: you never get in a car with someone who's been drinking. I don't care how much they've had or how little they've had. If they've been drinking, if any alcohol's gone down their throat, do not let somebody get behind the wheel. Do not get in the car with them. And if you've been drinking, do not get in a car behind the wheel yourself. I'm sure most parents would agree. We would rather get a phone call at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., what have you, whether we're awake or get woke up. We would rather get the phone call from you saying, hey, I've had some alcohol, or I'm at a party and my ride had some alcohol. Can I get a ride? Rather than a knock on our door and there be a cop standing there saying, we're sorry to inform you that do not drink and drive. Do not get in a vehicle and with someone who's been drinking. It's never a good idea. I've always told my kids that. I said, I don't care whether you call me at 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 8 in the morning. I don't care. Call me. I will come and get you. If I cannot come and get you myself personally, I will make sure you have a ride, even if I have to, have you call an Uber and I pay for an Uber. I don't care. All right, it's starting to get a little dark, so let's go in here. Put our brightness all the way up there. And go back here. Oh. So yeah, that's what we did on New Year's. What'd y'all do? Tell me in the comments below. How'd you spend your New Year's Eve? This is the perfect place. What do you think? Yes, quite suitable. What now? Next, I will practice shooting. If you have time, you can show me how to do it. You're definitely better at it. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Now Alan wants us to do target practice. Hi. All right. My novice archer, watch and learn. I think 20 meters away from the target's enough. Show me how it's done. Fine. So we're gonna go back here. What we hope is 20 away. That's more than. We'll make sure we got this loaded up. And oh, just under. Still just done. Oh no, we're at 20. Okay. We're a little fur. We're a little fur back. Now we're too close. Gotta be at 20, which is hard to get exactly on here. We've got our first swamping their lips like no tomorrow. We're 19. There we. Now we're just over again. Alright, so let's come up here, snag our bolt saw back. Okay. And
how is life treating you?
Alright, well, we have to get a certain score before he'll talk to us. So let's grab a drink and try again. Our person's not smacking their dang lips, driving us insane. Let's grab us a nibble. Some veggie soup. Yum. Sounds delicious. So, I want to say about 20, maybe? Nope, we're not at 20. Now we're just over. Come on. Crapola. Well, we need a bullseye, but I'm not doing real freaking hot on this, am I? Oh wow, that one really sucked. There we go. Now we can go collect those and talk to Alan. You got to get at least a score, at least a 20. Good Lord, that was a lot of shots. And then shoot over. At least I didn't do that. And let's equip our iron bolts. We've got several that weren't equipped. All right. Hi. And that's how it's done. If you only were as modest as you are accurate, I can't be both. There's a lot of practice ahead of me, I'll train more until I'm ready to face you one more time. Be prepared for an archery tournament when we meet again. I accept it. Until next time, then. So that's Alwyn's portion of his quest until next season. We come and see him again in the next season. Sambor's storyline, we have to talk to that Benima or whatever her name is. And we also have to go back to Sambor's the next day, it says. So we are just going to run down this way until we're able to... You know what? I'm just going to head back to Sambor's and I will sleep the same place I slept last night near his house. And then when we wake up, when my person wakes up, I'll bring y'all back and we will go and finish talking to Sambor and try to get this chapter of his thing completed. So I'll see you when we get back there. Hey folks, I did pop in here because I was heading towards to go back to Sambor's. And I think we're going to go ahead. I do have an empty house. I did build another one off of camera and switched the direction that the one was facing that we put Agnes in. Just because I decided how I wanted to do the layout. And it was a little different than how I had already put the house down. So I'll show you that when we go back to our village. But we are going to grab Dabrara here and stick her in and... we'll probably set her as a minor for the time being. So, yes, we're going to go ahead and recruit her.
Hail, friend.
Sounds like what I'm looking for with pleasure. Okay, there she goes. And we have this simple small house right here. Doesn't have anybody in it. We are going to assign Dabrara 24 into it. Let's get this labeled Dabrara 24 female, and we're going to put her as a minor for the time being. So let's come down here. We have 2 people working this mine. Do I want to stick her in that one? And maybe increase the amount of iron we are getting, or stick her in this one here and maybe increase the amount of tin and copper that we're... Or we could even stick her, because it's extraction, we could even stick her in the woodshed and we would get more wood. Who we got in our woodshed? We got Needmere in there. You know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna stick Dabrara as a lumberjack. And then maybe we'll put the 2 of them in a house together eventually. So now we should be getting... We'll get 140 logs and 50 some sticks. So let's see here a minute. We could also just say there's 132 logs, 60 sticks, the next. 6.16 of the firewood a day. That way we've got a little bit of firewood being made every day. We will not have to worry as much about how much firewood we've got, because with wintertime coming, we'll have somebody making a little bit. It's not going to be anywhere near our demand daily, but it's a little something. You know what I'm saying? It's a little something. I mean, we could come in here and cut this down even more. I mean, 100 and some logs a day. That's a lot of logs now. We could say 100 logs a day. We'll do 70 logs a day, 60 sticks, and 32 firewood. That's what we'll do. Alright, so she's on her way. And I will see y'all when we get to Sambor. I've gotten over here close to Sambor's, and just about here where these two roads tee into each other, I come across another 3 logs, another stone axe, and I think that's all that's over here. Sure looks like it. Alrighty, so I just wanted to show you that, and yeah, I'll see y'all shortly. Okay, here we go, and there's Sambor standing there waiting for us. What is it now? Is the parcel ready? Yes, all nice, warm, and ready. Did you say warm? No, did you? I'm pretty sure that... Here it is. Go to Tootkie and give it to Wolrad himself. As you wish. Okay, Wolrad is, as you've heard mentioned, here in Tootkie. So, gonna make my way there, and we'll get this package delivered, folks. I will see y'all shortly. Alrighty, friends, here we are coming up on Tootkie, and let's find us a Wolrath, shall we? Wolrath, where are you? He is over here. Dude. No. Well, I'll be damned. Excuse me? One is bright, the other dark, both filled with a spark. Your eyes. You must be Rasimir. Well, Rasimir. Well, it's actually Never mind. How do you know my name? I knew your uncle, Jordan. Besides, I've always been good with names, Renegast. What are you doing here? I would never think to see you in the flesh. Sambor sent me to you. He asked me to deliver this parcel. Oh, my sweet child. I would throw that away immediately if I were you. What? Why? Well, talking that I know this guy for over 20 years and that I can smell this parcel from over here, I can guarantee you that it contains his feces. Gross! What the heck is wrong with him? Well, he couldn't fool a master prankster, but he sure pulled a number on you, a number 2. That's extremely childish. Thank you, Radomir. I'm doing my best to stay in good shape. That was not supposed to be a compliment. Anyway, I hope that bag of crap was not the only thing bringing you to me. Of course not. I've been actually talking with Unigast and Sambor about the pack. So you know. Amazing. I was afraid that I'd let the cat out of the bag. We had to be very careful not to share our business with anyone. Always trying to be invisible, anonymous. Well, that must have been weird for Jordan when he became the Castellan. All this attention. My uncle was a Castellan? Yes, he was. And Unigast took over that position after he died. Didn't you know that? No, Unigast never mentioned it. Must have slipped his mind. I'd love to hear more stories. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about my uncle. Good thing you found me then. I love reminiscing all the adventures of the menacing phantoms. Menacing phantoms? That was the name of the pack. They didn't tell you that? Those old farts and their memory problems. I'm going to tell you all about it. But first, I need your help. You see, a large pack of wolves swarmed in the forest nearby. I'm afraid that they will attack us at any moment now. Oh my, that sounds really serious. It is. That's why I need to build a palisade as soon as possible. I already have a plan for it. It won't be as much as palisade, but a wooden maze all around Tutki. That way the wolves will get lost, confused, and less likely to attack. What an amazing idea. I've got all the necessary tools. All I need is some logs, and that's where I need your help. Sure thing. I can help you gather some materials. How many logs do you need? I believe 1,000 will do. 1,000? You can't be quickly. Ram pam pam. There's no time to waste. 1,000 friggin' logs you got. What's he calling him now? Raskolnikov. You're back. Okay, here's what you asked for. 1,000 logs. Are you serious? I thought that was the most obvious of jokes. Did you actually do it? Joke. Do you have any idea how much it cost me? None. It should be impossible. Are you insane? You're the one who's insane. Who does something like that to another person? And who just blindly completes such an absurd task? I think I'm going to be sick. I can't believe you actually did this. The tale of your gullibility should spread worldwide. To be extra clear, I won't be building any maze with those logs. Not even a palisade. I've made up that wolf threat completely. Oh my, you're one of a kind. Give me those logs, I'll put them aside and we'll continue. Let us resume then. What about a story about the pack then? Naturally, a deal is a deal, my friend. Before meeting Jordan in the pack, I was guess you could call me a gambling artist or a professional dice player, but it would be simpler to call me a common crook. I was traveling from tavern to tavern where I would cheat using my special dice and earn some money. I was pretty decent with my act, but Jordan saw through me right away. His eyes were burning a hole in my palm while I was switching the dice, and when I dared to glance in his way, he smiled at me. Even though he knew I was cheating and lost playing with me, he didn't say a thing. He paid up, shook my hand, and left the table. I was intrigued like never before, so I followed him. I saw him meeting up with the rest of the pack, so I followed them too. I don't even know when I lost sight of Sambor, but suddenly he grabbed me from behind. That giant picked me up by the throat with one hand, threatened to kill me if he sees me one more time. That must have been terrifying. Smart thing to do would be to run and stay away from those people. But I've never been a smart man, so I kept on following them. Next time, Sambor added beating to the threat. I couldn't see for 2 weeks out of my left eye, but I didn't stop. They were more and more annoyed with me, so they just started to ignore me instead. It didn't bother them that I was following them. Then it stopped bothering them that I was riding near them, then with them. So I started camping with them as well. Eat with them. Finally, one day, when they entered a tavern, I sat with them at the table, and Jordan just passed me a cup and a plate, just like he did for everyone else. Unigast asked me about my name, and that was it. I was part of the family. So you were like a stray dog that didn't want to go away. Exactly that. I know how stupid it sounds. Pathetic, really. But looking back, that was the best decision I've ever made. Sure, they were making fun of me from time to time, treating me differently at first. I was the youngest of them all, but after a while I really felt like one of them, and I knew they loved me. That's really beautiful. I'll never forget my first mission. We were tricking a countess into signing over her mansion to the orphanage. It was amazing. I felt ecstatic and just at the same time. A noble crook. Without any guilt, but a sense of achievement. And I did good. Even Jordan's right hand said so. You mean Unigast? Unigast? Well, he and Jordan were certainly like brothers, but I believe it was always clear for everybody that it was Kestrel who was second in command. Kestrel? Who's that? They didn't tell you about her? Well, then I won't as well. It's not my story to tell. You should go and talk to Unigast. I will. It was an immense pleasure meeting you, Walrad. And for me as well. Jordan would have killed you. Sorry. And for me as well. Jordan would have liked you. I can promise you that. Till next time, Ratatouille. Till next time. Freaking Alright, so our story quest, we now have to talk to Unigast. So I'm gonna head. Where's this one at? Where did he say she's at? Is she in Denica? I think he said she was in Denica. So let's go ahead and go to Gustovia again. And y'all, I will bring you back if something happens, or when we get to Gustovia, I guess. So I'll talk to y'all then. Alrighty, folks. We are right here on the map going from Tutki, and I was gonna come on down here, cross this bridge down here to go to Gustovia over here, but we are right about here on the map. Let's go back out. You got Tutki, Branica there, and yeah, we're right here, and there is a cart. There's a copper sickle that's at 68%. Clay jug, that's 100%. Let's kind of kneel down, see if we can get anything else here. I don't see nothing else. Come around the back. Oh, we got a flat straw hat that's at 58%. And that appears to be all. But I did want to point this out to y'all, just in case. That way you know kind of where to look. And I do want to run over here and kind of look along the edge of the river as well, because we all know that sometimes things sprout up. Alright, so I don't see nothing along the river. I'm going to continue along the path that I'm on here. There's where we found the cart. And I'll see y'all if I come across anything else or when we get to Gustovia. Alright, folks, we are in Gustovia. Unigast is up here sitting on these people's stools. Hello, son. Hello, Unigast. Long time no see. Long time indeed, Rasimir. How have you been? Great! I've met Wolrad recently. I'm glad. Seems that you're following the path of Jordan's past, just like you wanted to. I do. That's why I'm here, actually. I wanted to ask you about Kestrel. Oh, so you've heard about her? Yes, Wolrad mentioned her name, but nothing else. Not my story to tell, he said. Unigast? That's, really strange. Why would he say it like that? Strange indeed. Kess, I mean, she was a part of the pack, and that would be it. Your attempt at being casual seems like you're having a stroke. You're right. Sorry. I just wasn't prepared for that topic, for her. You see, Kestrel was... I remember the day we met. Me, Jordan, and Sambor were coming back from one of the missions. It was a truly spectacular heist, ruse, battle, revolution, failure. Long story short, we were forced to take a shortcut through the river and lost most of our equipment in the process. Our mounts as well. After a few days of roaming the woods, we come across a small village. We were way too exhausted to even think of trying something elegant, so we decided to just take the horses from the stable and leave some money behind. So we did just that. We started riding the horses out of the village in a hurry when we suddenly heard a loud whistle. The horses stopped in place immediately as if they were enchanted. Jordan fell right off. Sambor was kicking the horse with all his strength, but it wouldn't even budge. And then we heard her voice. If you boys want to keep your peckers and heads attached to your bodies, you will get off my horses and start running. I looked behind me and saw the most beautiful woman I've ever seen holding a bow, with an arrow pointed right at my eye. At that moment, your uncle managed to get off the ground, pissed as heck, and started giving her a piece of his mind, so she moved her bow a little and released the arrow. She shot him? Without a blink. Me and Sambor almost died from laughter. What? Why? That was the first and pretty much the only person that we've met who made Jordan look like a fool. A child, even. The sight of Jordan bleeding and us laughing at that must have been the strangest thing. She surely thought that we were some kind of loonies. I'm certain that she did. We ended up spending the whole day together. She tended to Jordan's wound, who didn't say a word to her this entire time. And me and Sambor were basically begging for her to join us. When we explained our mission to her, which we hadn't done ever before to a stranger, she said yes, just like that. There wasn't even a pinch of fear in that woman. Bravest soul that was ever born. Her only condition was that we take all of the horses. She didn't have any family beside those animals, and family shall never be left behind. There were 5 of them. Some might call it coincidence, the other, destiny. Indeed it was. The steed's name was Burr, which makes it totally fitting to his future owner. Burr was carrying our bags for almost a year before he got himself a rider, and those two became best friends. I'll tell you that. But getting back to Kestrel, Jordan didn't like her at first. Only time I've ever seen him insecure like that. He didn't put a spell on her with just a glance like every other woman, so he resented her for that. For a while at least, because soon everything fell into place. Sun always rises in the east and sets in the west. No way to get around that. Same thing was with Jordan. He always got what he wanted, and that was to be admired and desired. She didn't have a chance, really. They were together, Kestrel and Jordan. Well, it started as a fling, but isn't that how every love starts? Soon they became inseparable. If I didn't know Jordan so well, I'd say she changed him, but he didn't change. He couldn't. He just enjoyed his new game, a relationship. Even Sambor realized it at some point. Everyone did, except Kestrel. Jordan soon became bored with this game, like any other, so he went back to seducing and having fun with other women, but now there was another challenge for him, another thrill of keeping it a secret from Kestrel. It was painful to watch, really painful, especially when I loved them both so much. You mean loved like family, right? Rasimir, I loved Kestrel right from the moment she pointed that arrow at me. Never stopped. But I've always been shy, and living in Jordan's shadow only worsened that. So I kept it to myself for years. Until I didn't. What do you mean? We started having an affair. So you betrayed Jordan? Nothing is black and white, dear Rasimir. You certainly learn it with age. We all live in infinite shades of gray, but yes, that's undeniable. I've hated myself for it, and I've hated him for hurting the love of my life, for making me lie to her and keep his dirty secrets while I had one of my own. It was exhausting, to be honest, but I couldn't stop. I couldn't live with her, and she couldn't stop loving him as well. I'm not judging you, Unigast. That sounds excruciating. That's not the end of the story. It all went downhill when she got pregnant. I couldn't eat or sleep. I started distancing myself from her. The unknown was killing me. Was Jordan the father? Did I lay with a woman carrying another man's child? Or maybe it was mine, and I wasn't going to raise it, but instead live as his uncle in a lie, like a coward. I had the darkest of thoughts rushing through my mind at this time. I still blame myself for it. Did I wish it to happen? Wish what? The baby was a stillborn. I wanted to die with it on that day. But I felt relieved at the same time. What kind of a person feels relieved in a situation like that? When Jordan left the room, I wanted to see its eyes. I wanted to be sure, to finally know what to feel. She didn't let me. I joined Jordan in his grief. We drank and cried all night. I was pretending to be just a sympathetic brother, but I was a scum. Scum with a grief of his own. The child's little body was burned in the morning. I couldn't get back to being with Kestrel after that, and neither could Jordan, though she lost 3 of her men on that day. All consumed by the flames, blown away by the wind as smoke and dust. Unigast, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what you've been through, what you all have been through. You have nothing to be sorry for, my child. I was trying to tell you from the beginning. Don't envy the lives we've lived. We were trying to do some good, to make some change, but we were not heroes, and we're still paying the price of it. I need to see her, Unigast. You said that all of you ended up in the valley. I don't know where she lives. She didn't want to be found, not by me, so I've never looked. But I'm pretty sure that Sambor knows. You can try with him. That's what I'm going to do then. Rasimir, if you see her, tell her that I... Never mind. Be well. Woo! Things are getting me. Things are getting me. My head is spicy. Now we gotta go back to Sandboard, for God's sakes. I feel like a yo-yo. How about y'all? You feel like a yo-yo? We go to Sandboards. We come back to Gustovia. Talk to Alwyn. Pardon me, I'm thirsty. Talk to Alwyn. We go back to Sambor and talk to Sambor. We go to Tutki. Talk to Walrod. Come back here. Talk to Unigods. Now we gotta go talk to Sambor again. They just running us in circles. They are. It's okay. I don't mind. Folks, I'm gonna wrap this one up here because I didn't set my timer. I have no clue how long we've been going. So I'm gonna wrap up here. And I will see you all in the next episode. I hope to see y'all in the comments and over on the Twitchies. Wouldn't mind getting to know everybody, you know. Always remember that you are enough, just as you are. You, my friends, are amazing. I always appreciate your support, no matter what it is that you do to show support. Viewing the videos, commenting, liking, sharing, commenting, coming over to see you on Twitch and following and chatting and whatnot there. It all means more than you could ever know. It really does. Folks, I'm Crimson Fury. I'll see you in the next one. Y'all have a great day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Love, light, and blessings, everyone.